if they can just make it to mid-late game, I've never thought I'd say this against Sona, they should actually be pretty good.
Yeah, wow. First time for everything here on this cast is game number 2 gonna start now. Here we go, game number 2 of the night already beginning here after that relatively quick game number 1. That was a bit one-sided. More Doran's rings for the Vladimirs. Been seeing this more often in Korea. What do you think about Tom's musical ability?
I mean, he's just having synergy with Sona. He's really jealous.
Yeah.
You know,
He's got to show off. You know?
Yeah, he does.
Which Sona skin is it is the real question.
I don't like the I call in Korea they call it the kimchi Tom Kench skin because he looks like kimchi.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But he's a sailor.
Yeah. Get it right.
Get it right. I don't like that. You know, I'm a big fan of the Earth Tom Kench skin. That's the true one. The Coin Emperor is clearly the best though.
That's true. I would agree with you there.
Aatrox Leash is one of the best feelings in the world when you are a jungler.
Oh yeah.
And so we'll have to see how the junglers, respectively, are actually going to elect to open here. Gragas doesn't have an obligation to gank anywhere, but if he's going to hit somewhere early, it would probably be top or bottom lane. He could even maybe try to cheese the Kennen early on, depending on how CuVee and Smeb are actually playing the matchup. Interestingly to note, it is a press the attack Kennen. And normally, AD Kennen doesn't want to team fight that much. He wants to split push. So a little bit of counter synergy with the rest of what the team composition is trying to accomplish. And also, if he falls behind, he's not going to have the best time against the Aatrox.
Yeah, kind of just feels like he was forced into it, right? As you were talking about before, because that's the comp they picked, right? That was it. It's comfort for CuVee, right? You could say maybe you could pick something to counter the Aatrox instead. Big knock up here on a Sona that flash forward, but is he gonna die?
No,
the answer is no.
Follow up with the flash there, and the fact that Ruler has teleport available, this is now really good for KT.
Yeah.
Or it's really good for Gen.G right now as long as he teleports back in, because although Gragas is pathing down immediately, they might just try to wombo her. And even if you end up trading SnowFlower for Ruler, you get such an experience advantage. And so despite having this absolutely ginormous minion wave, it doesn't seem like they're actually going to go for it right away. SeongHwan is actually pathing north. And it doesn't seem like Score is too keen on trying to trade a 1-for-1. They also already have a plate down here in bottom lane, so...
So he just walks away. Not really going to do much there. Taking another look here at the mid lane matchup. Community is doing just fine. Should get ahead after this wave in the CS.
DD doing pretty good job here on the Yasuo. And the wave now coming into Frey and SnowFlower. A little bit curious why they keep shoving. If they allowed the wave to come in due to Gragas' proximity on the right-hand side of the map, it becomes really easy to always get kill confirm on the Sona. Or you force Tahm Kench to use the Devour. Life and Ruler can never actually venture into the river, and because SeongHwan can't venture down into bottom without having no camps to do and thus ultimately wasting time, you would accomplish so much. But instead, Prey and SnowFlower are going to push in the wave and give free farm to Ruler and Life, so not really abusing the summoner advantage that they have currently over the key component that is the Sona relative to their own jungler's proximity.
Take a look at that first item here for Prey.
Yeah, Executioners.
Yeah, he's not messing around with the Sona. And there is also a Vladimir in the game, so I kind of like it as a first purchase. Of course, it is going to delay your first big item purchase. Could be that Essence Reaver, but I suppose when you are up against the Sona, desperate times call for desperate measures.
Predator Boots now complete, 4 score as well as an Amp Tome, so we will be going Runic Echo. And Ruler has to be a little bit careful.
Oh,
Devour
boy.
available, though.
And he's thinking about going back again as this lane is pushing into Prey and SnowFlower. But they don't like that at all. They're not about getting pushed in the bottom lane, so they're just going to push it back again. Immediately try to deny the minions and the talent.
Mountain Drake, first one of the game. I always talk about how important it is for Sona team compositions to actually get that. Otherwise, it's quite a nightmare to try to attempt a Baron. Looks like 2 plates now will go the way of KT.
Score up a level here. He's, wow, I think he got every single one.
Yeah, he's doing very, very good against SeongHwan here.
Showing him who's the boss of the jungle. Good old veteran score. He's very good at doing that. That's his thing.
And now, at this point, SnowFlower and Prey are well positioned to try to take over this lane. Meanwhile, up in top lane, CuVee not doing the best of jobs at the turret chip damage. Smeb doing quite a good job at hanging on to that, but CS advantage is present. Currently at 13 with the wave coming in. Mountain Drake now going to be on the agenda for KT. If they end up getting this and they roll another one, it becomes really scary because then you can actually two-man it, especially with the Yasuo.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's see what it is going to be, as no smite available. And it will be the Ocean Drake.
Everyone's crying now.
Yeah. Lots of tears now, as nobody's favorite Mountain Drake or Infernal. No Infernals yet today. A little bit disappointed.
It's gonna get waiting for Jin Air to spice up.
Yeah.
You know? That's where the fire really comes in.
Yeah, they know who brings the action here in the LCK. I like that. As, yeah, pretty slow start to this game. We did have the action down in the bottom lane where SnowFlower nearly was able to kill Ruler. But not quite. Outside of that, the other one thing was Score stealing away the Raptors. But just a bunch of trading in some of the other lanes that we have had here.
Not a lot of gank attempts have really been going on either so far, and the game is drawing on, but with an Ocean Dragon coming up in 3.5 minutes is also not the highest priority for either team.
Yeah.
So maybe it just ends up going over to KT as they just try to pick it up and cause another dragon to spawn, in which case they're definitely looking for either an Infernal or another Mountain to roll. Doomsday scenario would be a second Ocean Dragon.
Well, we've seen it before already today. We actually had triple Ocean today. As SeongHwan now on the prowl with his level 6. Good old SeongHwan looking for a chance here, but he's not going to play around with BDD, of course. Just saying hello and saying goodbye. They know exactly where he is now.
Scuttle Crab coming up on the right-hand side. Score. Not sure how deep he is into level 7. But SeongHwan did just hit level 7, so we'll see. Nothing really being accomplished. Everyone just sort of playing ping pong with the laners.
We saw this a bit in game number 1 as well, where just going back and forth, nobody really making a big move anywhere.
Yeah.
And I mean, Gen.G you can kind of expect it, but KT do like to make things spicy from time to time.
They can't kill him here. Even if they would have to land everything maximizing CC chain.
Here we go, crescendo into this one. Easy peasy, first blood given over to Sir Thomas Kent himself.
Yep. And that one's pretty easy to pick up. Vladimir is pretty much impervious to any ganks. I don't know what Score is trying to do around there. It looks like he wants to go for the Rift Herald now. He's going to pick this up at exactly 10 minutes. And so we'll have 4 minutes to utilize it. on any of the turrets and try to get the plates. Gen.G likely not going to be in a position to answer this unless they want to actually commit Sona's teleport. Thomas now moving up. He does have the Abyssal Voyage, but Herald's almost dead. One more eye pop plus the smite. Definitely going to be able to confirm it.
Smites it down and score with the good response. Just the one kill in the bottom lane, but now they have a big chance to get more gold here on the side of KT. Score returning once again. See if he just uses this here. No. Not tonight.
And now, game is going to go back into a little bit of a lull state. So let me trap you right now. You didn't answer the question. Pokemon Sword or Pokemon Shield?
Oh, I'll go with Sword.
Yeah.
Sounds cooler for sure.
It definitely does.
I have a question.
Yeah, hit me with it.
Well, you guys did see this, but just to recap, SeongHwan is a champion. So, when do you think they're going to run out of ideas for, like, you know, Blue Red, X, Y, you know, Sword and Shield, like all the matching names and stuff? Like, when, at what point do you say, okay, now we just got to make Pokemon 15 or something?
No, they're never going to run out of ideas.
You think so?
It's not going to happen, Brendan, okay?
Well, what if they do, though? What if it happens?
It won't.
I'm getting stressed.
No. You don't have to get stressed.
Okay.
It's all going to be okay.
Okay, that's good. It's not okay for the bottom lane of Gen.G, as they lost their turret already before 12 minutes with the help of Shelly, everybody's favorite Rift Herald.
Eventually, Nintendo's gonna they're gonna go for the real six-head play. They're gonna call it Pokemon Xbox and Pokemon PlayStation.
Wow.
That's gonna, and then Pokemon Nintendo is gonna be the one that joins them together. Think about it.
Wow.
Yep.
Amazing. Well, wouldn't you want to name it Switch instead of just?
No, Brendan, this is very far in the future. Okay, we're not gonna be playing on a
That's
Nintendo Switch.
They're gonna revert back to just Nintendo.
Nintendo VR. You're gonna actually virtual reality catch Pokemon.
What's gonna happen to humanity when everybody just gives up and starts playing VR?
There was a movie on that.
Was there?
There's actually several movies. There's one with Bruce Willis, I think, about it as well.
I mean, there are movies that have that concept.
Yeah.
Like I think Minority Report had a little bit of it, but are you talking about a
VR for Pokemon? Or are you talking about just VR in general?
Just in general.
In general?
You know, like I would imagine that if you could play VR League of Legends, that would be insanely fun, right? So why would you ever do anything else?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Don't have to
probably forget to eat.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, there's a Black Mirror episode about that. USS Callister?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really scary.
It's pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
As is Black Mirror.
Yeah, Black Mirror episodes are all quite scary and sad.
What do you think of the new ones?
I've only watched the one with Miley Cyrus.
Oh.
I actually thought that one was good.
It was alright.
Yeah.
Had a pretty good twist.
I did not see the other. There's 3, right?
Yeah, there's 3.
There's 3. Why do they only come out with a couple of episodes? The series is so good.
I know.
It doesn't make any sense.
At least it's relatively consistent. And
I'm in a Black Mirror right now, though.
Huh?
You know? What?
What? You feel like you're in an episode right now?
I'm in an episode right now, watching It's like
it's terrifying.
Sona Tariq was birthed in Black Mirror.
Oh no.
It's trying to show people what can happen to the game when you allow these champions to exist.
This is what this monstrosity was born in as life. He stops. He's going to be totally fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry about him, guys. As we got to look at the gold, actually, and I wanted to mention how usually the Sona just gets ridiculous leads, but because of all the plates in the bottom lane and a lot of CS here for Bray, as he's had little to no pressure, he is actually ahead, about 1,000 gold over the Sona.
Yeah. And Mountain Drake is coming up in 2.5 minutes, and KT, they should actually be in the driver's seat to get that. Now, interestingly, all of the members on the side of KT are opting not to get Merc Treads. Now, obviously, Actrox can't. He needs the Ninja Tabby against the Kennen, unless he's just an absolute unit. In which case he could manpower it, and
yeah,
maybe he would be able to do that if he secured advantages early on, because then he would be in the driver's seat. He wouldn't need the Ninja Tabby because of his overwhelming item advantage. But so far, I'm really, really surprised to not see any inclination of magic resist stacking. And with Score continuing on into the AP route, we'll have to see if he diversifies it in any regard, or if they're truly just going to try to one-shot either the Vladimir or the Sona and take the fight from there. Which is definitely a much more risky way of playing it out.
Oh, Score's here, and they found Kuzan, who immediately turns it around. You talk about how he's relatively gank secure.
Yeah.
And here comes CuVee, going to get that stun down. Already in the favor of Gen.G. They are going to win that one with the 1 kill.
That's sort of what I was saying earlier on, where you can't kill him.
Yeah.
Even if
you can try, but
you can try to kill him, but you won't. You cannot 100 to 0 him from. Well, yeah, you just can't 100 to 0 him. So
yeah,
his HP would have to be much, much lower, and you would have to have Ignite up, and you'd have to hit everything in order to bring him down. Now, finally, the magic resist is coming in. Hopefully, BDD does not go the route where he gets Maul of Malmortius and he keeps stacking lifeline items, but just take a look. Now, this is why I said earlier, if they chain all of their CC perfectly, maybe they have a shot, but there they combine it. They end up bringing him to about 30% HP, but at that point he's able to get out, and then it's a full-on retreat from KT, so there's just no universe where realistically they can bring him down there. Oblivion Orb now picked up for Gragas, so probably go Morello next item to try to impact the Vladimir, the Sona on the enemy team. But Mountain Dragon should be the primary objective, because if they can end up getting the Baron early on, Gen.G's team composition is really, really terrible at resisting Baron buff pushes.
Well, they're waiting here for SeongHwan, it looks like, as Bray might have given away that he was in vision. Kind of interestingly there with the feathers, as CuVee is going to be charmed up here, but that's just SnowFlower alone, who was late in the last fight. And now BDD is going to be left to the Hounds. See you later. As KT is backing off, the Crescendo comes in, and they're going to kill SnowFlower too. The 2-for-1 special here, as Mountain Drake will go the way of Gen.G.
Yeah, and this is really big for the Sona team composition, because it's going to make it so much easier now for them to get the Baron. They even have the Open Dragon, which will help as well. And now things are looking pretty disastrous for KT, the way that they've been choosing to play out the game. They're not out of it yet. They're also potentially going to get another lifeline in the sense of another Mountain Drake coming up in 4.5 minutes. Brawler's Glove picked up for Prey. We'll just take a look at what they want to do. So you can see that they're trying to make picks, and it's just not working out, and there's no way out for BDD. So the idea is there, the execution is not.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on between Score and SnowFlower, but the two of them just seem really out of sync today. Like you were talking about, if they chain all the CC in the mid lane up against the Vladimir, maybe it could have worked, but SnowFlower was late to that one, so kind of a communication breakdown about how close he was. And then that time around, he flashes in to try to get the charm down, and he gets it, and then Score's like, nah, it's too far for me, bud. I'm not joining you on that one. And so it's a couple of times in a row now where the jungler and the support not really working well together on the side of KT.
Yeah. Now KT going to go back to playing ping pong with the lanes. And you can see Yasuo and Gragas, they're still trying to just make these plays up in the top lane. They're waiting.
That's usually the SeongHwan special, but they're turning his thing around on him.
And so now, Knight's Vow almost completed on SeongHwan. And GWINS is going to be the next item of choice for CuVee, as Gen.G just continue to sort of ramp up. Baron might be on the agenda, provided they can get a pick somewhere.
Speaking of which, they're really not going to give this one up, are they? as it feels like Kuzan's got a good read on the situation. They haven't seen Gragas for a long time. The Yasuo's up in the top side. Where's the most danger going to be with the Yasuo? It will be that Gragas near him, so they do just back away, and no picks will happen here, as very similar scenario to game number 1 in terms of the score. We were 4-0 in that one at about 20 minutes as well. And we are the same here for the blue side.
Well, this is 2 minutes until Mountain, so...
So that's 2 minutes, you guys.
I've seen Godzilla.
Godzilla?
Yeah, Godzilla. The new Godzilla movie.
What's that? Oh, no, I'm just kidding. For a second there, you thought I was.
Yeah, I thought you were being a little bit... Did you end up seeing Detective Pikachu?
Yeah, I did.
That was great, right? Absolutely.
One of my favorite franchises of all time, Pokemon. That you're trying to take away from me.
Who's your favorite Pokemon?
I don't really have one.
Oh, favorite franchise of all time.
Yeah,
Okay.
There was the... What was that one that was like a candle or something?
What?
It was like a ghost candle or like a bell or something.
Wait. Victory Bell?
No, that's not a ghost.
A ghost candle.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Is that like Gen 4?
Yeah, it was around that time. I kind of liked him.
Gen 4.
Oh, really?
No.
I thought you were like the Pokemon guy.
No, I'm Gen 3.
Only Gen 3? Wow.
Until
okay.
Gen 3. Valdez. Calm down.
For a second, I was, yeah. You were mentioning Bulbasaur before, so I didn't really...
Gen 1.
Yeah.
It's actually the first Pokemon.
Yeah. Is it really? Is it
Wait,
001?
actually, wait, no.
Or is that Charmander?
Or is that Bulbasaur? Or is that Squirtle?
Squirtle's number 2 for sure.
No, I think it's Bulbasaur. Yeah, Venusaur's number 3.
So you were a fake this whole time. I thought you were like the Pokemon Master.
No.
I thought you were like
I will
Professor Oak.
When Sword and Shield comes out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might just buy a Switch for that game.
Oh, yeah.
It's too
I think
enticing.
so many people are.
Yeah. That
amazing.
game and, you know, every other great game.
There's another Zelda coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah. It's a Breath of the Wild in this game.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're going to get it, though, a couple of seconds. Mountain Drakes.
Reminds me of Rhythm of the Wild, one of my favorite Magic cards.
Brendan, pause. We gotta fight. We gotta fight in about
All right.
1 second.
Yeah. Back to the League of Legends.
We gotta know when to cut the conversation short.
Okay. Yeah. Well.
Hold on.
All right. Here's the action.
23:45. Just wait.
All right. They're hitting the Mountain Drake and they took it.
23:45.
And now it's bully time. Me and the boys sitting in the bush as good read once again. Oh, man, the same zoom in. Feels bad, man.
It's all right. Hold on. Keep waiting.
Are you still waiting for the action?
Yeah, we're still waiting.
No, sorry.
All right, it's brewing now. It's brewing. Here we go. 23:45. It's engaged.
Yeah. Here
you ready?
we go.
You ready?
All right.
Here we go.
We're sneaking in.
Here we go. Get in there.
Okay. Predator. Yeah. Ooh. Nice. Your face right now is priceless. What a game we have on our hands here, folks. As, well, SnowFlower decided he wanted to go on vacation, and he's going to die. As now we might get a 2-for-1 here, as Prey is in a bit of trouble, taking that damage, and the lick is going to be the end. Lickitung doing well in this game so far.
Yeah, it's going to be Baron. I see what you did there. You called
Yeah,
him
you see that?
Lickitung. Oh,
Yeah.
You're
See how,
really,
like, tying everything together?
You're pretty fly.
Yeah.
You know?
Pretty fly?
Yeah.
For a white guy. Yeah.
Oh, I was just thinking about that song.
That's a great song.
That is a great song. That's absolutely fantastic. That's going to be Baron now going over, unless Storm Energy can steal it.
Okay,
We're
well,
going to try to
yeah.
kill the Vladimir that has the Tom right next to him, so...
You know, they're like, well, we'll go for the first person we see, as now CuVee is doing 1 million damage, and Now they're going to be punished for it as KT just they really wanted the action here as we're diving. We're not wasting any time. Stopwatch. How many turret shots is SeongHwan going to take here? That's like number 8.
Well, they can juggle the aggro with Tom.
Yeah. He's going to go down. Kuzan. Does not, and okay, we're getting on top of Prey here, who does not have a splash or his ult. He's got red buff too. Yeah. Down he goes, double kill. Over to the Sona. As this game is just about over, guys. Would have been perfect if not for the Mountain Drake or the
pretty sure that they can just push on an end here. The healing from Sona is just so obnoxious. They even have the Ocean Dragon there to help it out. And that's going to be it in 26 minutes.
Yeah. There we go. As SeongHwan one last ult. As there you go.
Ulting the boat so they couldn't escape.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Yeah.